Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode is a kind of a reflective and kind of a bit of a sad episode. I recently went by my old location of my first store, Anime Junai, and I found out that the store is getting destroyed. So that was rather kind of sad news there, I suppose. But I'm here I am just sort of reflecting back and thinking, it's of all the good things that we sort of did. And again, I remember I told you in my earlier videos that I initially opened the store because at the time the only way you could really get anime was that you had to go to a local sort of comic book store. Okay, because I mean it's as close as thing you can really kind of get, right? I mean, there wasn't any sort of a dedicated anime store, and most places don't have a dedicated a Japanese town or a Japanese even a Japanese bookstore for that matter. So the really only really good place you could try to get anime was basically from a comic book store, and even at a comic book store, I mean you could get some things like at the time you'd probably get comics of, let's say, Area 888 or Second Girl Mai, things like that. Of course, there was the Robotech comics and that kind of stuff. But getting videotapes was really difficult and very very expensive. I mean, all you had was maybe things like Dangayo and Ixer One and maybe like Project Echo and a few other kind of movies like that, and various other sort of shorts and that kind of stuff that you get for anime. But I mean, that was still very very hard and rare to get. So I realized that one of the things I should do is get some sort of not necessarily, if not a storefront, at least an office. Okay, so that it's a fixed location where people can come and they can they can get anime, they can order stuff. Just be some sort of place where people can come together and know that they can get anime specifically here, not just go to the comic book store and say, yeah, I like the next issue of Area 88 type of thing, but actual being able to get the movies for Area 88 and maybe get the things like soundtracks and that kind of stuff, art books, at least some place to do that. And so that's ends up that I open up the store, and I named it Amazon. And again, if you want to go back to the previous episodes and see some of the footage of stuff that was in the store, and basically how I got the name, for example, Amazon, you can check in those previous episodes there. Again, the link down below is the database of all my various episodes that I've done. So again, you might want to review some of those, just to kind of put them everything into perspective. But then so today it's seeing the store getting all crushed and knocked down for maybe basically making way for new condos. It was a bit sad, but at the same time, it's I come to the realization that it's gonna think it's not the building itself that is important. It's all the memories and all the things that we did, and the experience that the store gave people. All the friendships and all the starts that people have come when they come and tell me, oh yeah, I remember that my first time or first year that I came into the store was such and such, and the first movie that they got was something like Bubblegum Crisis or something or whatever. And so those are the important things. It just sort of now that I think about it, it actually reinvigorates me to tell you and to give you history and stories like this, because just like this example of the building of Animation Eye, it's not going to last forever. It's going to get demolished, and all that history and all that and all the significance that building has goes with it, right? And the only way to basically remember it or record it is basically have somebody make a video, because make a video for it, for example. Thank you, Prakash, for doing that. And any photographs that have been taken, and of course now with this with this YouTube channel that you're watching right now, and this episode you're watching right now, we are now reflecting and basically going over some of the some of the things and some of the stories and some of the all the memories that come from that particular store. That's what's will be carried forward, and that's what we will remember, and that's what's important. Okay, so it's and you know although this is an example of just for Animation Eye, but the entire genre in general, doesn't have very good representation on the internet or anywhere about how we got the anime the way it is. Like I said, right now everybody's really right now we're at a point where if you haven't heard of anime, you're the weird one, right? I mean, when I started, you know, we were all the anime fans were all grouped in as the weirdos, the if you will, we were grouped in with all the the Trekkies. Okay, I mean that's a term that we don't even use anymore. But you know, we were grouped with those type of weirdos, right? So now it's literally the other way around, and my channel is going to basically help you go over some of the topics and basically document how these shifts in SF has turned. Try to give you a better idea of what kind of environment that we had at the beginning, and hopefully this will be the lasting prosperity that that we have as our memories and our thought, and as the documentation of this as a point of history, right? Because again, we know now we no longer have the building there. Not the way that we want to try to change or rewrite history, but we want to basically document what it was like as accurately as we can, and from the people who are in that position, like myself, to be able to basically tell everyone our point of view and what it was like just because we lived through it. And again, this channel is trying to hopefully do that for you in the most authentic way possible, because again, we don't want to be at a position like 10 years from now, having someone else who hasn't lived in this generation, who hasn't experienced the same things and haven't got the same stories, try to write something or try to document something in a period that he doesn't that he never lived in. And basically when he goes to try to get the documentation, try to get the research and documentation of what went on, you're not really getting a true picture of what it was really like. So again, it's a bit of a mixed bag of emotions today. But anyway, I guess that's make way for the future and progress. I guess that's what it is. All right. So do go down below, click like and click subscribe. I got some more episodes of on the works for the ongoing more episodes of the My Anime List, because that's important, because now we're getting to some more episodes about OVAs and that kind of stuff. And again, I've got a lot more stuff coming up, some new projects, and again some new stuff that I pulled out of archives, and definitely gotta have to look through that. And of course I've also got the part 2 of the anime Dojins that came in. Okay, so lots of episodes to get for. So again, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll get into those. All right. So until next time, see you again.